All right, and we're recording. Welcome back to the Blotter Podcast. Jimbo here with my fellow co-host Timmy, the
Yo,
Outlaw. Trey couldn't make it tonight, so we decided to stall our Green Day episode, and we're gonna do something completely different off the cuff. Me and Timmy were talking quickly about what we wanted to do, and we decided we are going to talk about some of our favorite live concerts we've been to.
yeah.
Yeah, so Timmy, you got any coming to mind?
Oh yeah, man. Um, let's start with a banger, Jimbo. This was
Let's hear it.
a few of them are actually concerts that me and you have been to together. The Stone Temple Pilots concert.
Yeah.
Just everything that surrounded that whole concert, leading into that concert, the whole nine, dude, was just
That shit was epic.
and that's something that probably it rarely happens.
Yeah.
Like how it happened, you know what I mean? Fucking
Yeah,
rarely. It just rarely happens, man.
Why don't you fill in our beautiful listeners about what happened? Or shall I?
So this is what I remember. Like how it I remember it started. We were talking about how the Stone Temple Pilots were going on tour. Remember they had got back.
They just got back together.
Yeah.
Yep, they just got back together. It was their reunion, or
And we were
I guess
in
it's a
high
reunion
school.
show.
Yeah, we were in high school, man. And I just remember we were talking about going. Then you're like, "Nah, I don't know, Timmy. I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna go." And then I was in fucking high school, and you were like, "Well, I mean, we were both in high school, but you had your license at that point.
Yeah.
You still had that. You had that Eddie Bauer Ford Explorer."
Yeah, man.
And I got a text message. It was like fucking lunchtime, and you're like, "What's up? We going or what?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I mean, I guess." Why? You're like, "Well, I'm outside. Come on out." So I was like, I told my teacher because we were supposed to be going to lunch in 45 minutes, and I told my teacher I was like, "Hey, can I go to the bathroom?" And she's like, "Yeah, take the hall pass." And I left. And I went and took a piss, and I just walked out. And just walked. I left my book bag. I left everything. I just walked out.
That's right. Fuck school.
And just got in your truck.
Don't pilot, motherfucker.
And so there we were. You know, we hit the road, and we didn't even have. You remember that we didn't even have like a fucking GPS still. Like,
yeah,
this
that was
the map.
That was back when everyone did MapQuest.
Yeah.
You were like before you went anywhere, you said, "All right, print out the MapQuest directions."
Yeah.
You'd have like 10 pages of fucking shit. But if I remember correctly, that show, I think it got rescheduled.
Yeah, it was supposed to be at Walnut Creek.
It was supposed to be at Walnut Creek in Raleigh, and then they rescheduled it because I can't remember what it was, but it was something like to do with that. So we didn't have tickets for it.
Yeah, we were just going to show up and buy them.
We were just going to scalp some tickets.
Yeah. And remember we showed up to Walnut Creek and there was nobody there?
And there was no one there.
Like, no one there. We were like, what the fuck is going on?
We're like, obviously there's no fucking concert today.
Yeah. And we remember we found the office, like not the box office, like the fucking.
Yeah, it was just a little trailer. It was a little trailer in the parking lot.
And
we went in there.
Yeah, the old lady was in there.
Yeah, there was some old lady working there.
Yeah.
We're like, we're idiots from Newport.
Yeah.
Can you tell us where the Stone Temple Pilot show is, please? She's like, "Oh yeah, it's at the Red Hat."
Yeah, that was when the Red Hat had just opened.
Yeah, it just opened the Red Hat. Yeah.
Yeah. Downtown Raleigh.
Yeah, she was like, you were like, "Well, damn. All right, well, how do you get there?" Yeah, we don't know shit about Raleigh.
Yeah. We got MapQuest to get us here.
Yeah. Don't know what we're gonna do to get back. But I think she asked us if we had tickets, and we were like, "No, we don't have any tickets. Have no directions, no tickets, no sense of direction."
Yeah, and she gave us remember
she slapped 2 fucking tickets on the fucking countertop. Was like, "We get these for free. I'm not going.
Yeah,
y'all take them.
Don't tell anybody."
Yeah, fucking dude. But I remember my jaw just dropped. Like,
yeah,
holy shit! Thank you.
Oh yeah.
Like, it felt like that movie Detroit Rock City, when the guys
Yeah.
get the Kiss tickets. Like, dude, it
Oh,
was
yeah.
some crazy shit.
Man, when we got there, I'll never forget too, because I was like, man, I ain't got a lot of money, and I went to I stopped in at a bar like the night before, and this was like before me and my wife actually got together, and I was just fucking around and was talking to her and some of her friends at the bar, and she was like, I can't remember how the hell we got on the subject, but I told her we were going to the Stone Temple Pilots concert, and she was like, I'll give you some gas money if you bring me back a t-shirt. And I was like, fuck, free money, sure. All I'll do is get a t-shirt. Why not?
Oh yeah. I remember that. Yeah.
And I got her it was the only white Stone Temple Pilots t-shirt they had there, and it had like the grapes on it and shit.
Mm-hmm.
I think she still got it somewhere. But yeah, that was back when t-shirts were like $20 a shirt at a concert.
Mm-hmm.
Not $60 a shirt.
Well, I mean, when your tickets are free, you can afford to buy more than one T-shirt.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You know.
But yeah, because I remember we got there, man, and who the hell was opening for them?
Dude, I remember there was like one band where there was like 5 people. There was another band they were okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was 3 bands including Stone Temple Pilots. It was the band before STP. They were all right. It was kind of, I don't even know. It was like,
was that the blues band?
I don't know. It was like Primus without the slap bass shit.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That wasn't.
It was like kind of like trippy, dark trippy shit. I mean, they were all right. They sounded okay, but there was another band before that, and holy shit, did they fucking suck?
Yeah.
Like they were playing like some fucking like super folksy, poppy, fucking just. Oh my god, it was fucking terrible. The guy, the lead singer, I remember he looked like Andre the Giant, but not fucking huge. Like he just had like this giant, like fluffy hair.
Yeah.
Like, every time they finished the song, like just no one clapped. No, like nothing, like pin drops.
Damn.
And the motherfucker was like, thank you so much. I remember making fun of him the whole time. I think one of us screamed out, "You suck!"
Sounds right. I remember when Stone Temple Pilots came on, man. I was like, I remember me and you talking before they started, and I was like, because
about what song they were going to open with.
Yeah, because I always loved Cracker Man, and I was like, man, I hope that they fucking play Cracker Man tonight.
And, a thing about those seats before the show started, we figured out they were in front of the VIP fucking section.
Yeah.
Like they were in front of all like the boxed off shit. Like they were like really good seats.
Yeah, we had great seats, dude.
Yeah, we were really close to the stage. That shit was awesome.
For free.
For free.
Yeah.
Fucking killer.
See,
anyway,
kids, it pays sometime to ditch school.
It pays sometimes to be a fucking idiot.
Yeah. This is strictly for educational purposes.
That's right.
We're not telling you what to do. But man, that was a great show. They opened up with Cracker Man, didn't they?
Yeah, I think it was Cracker Man.
Fucking
they played a Led Zeppelin song too.
Yeah.
I think it was Dancing Days.
I just know I lost my fucking shit when they played Interstate Love Song, dude.
Yeah, that was killer.
Like,
they played everything, man.
I know that whole show fucking kicked ass, dude.
They played shit I didn't expect. Like,
they played Coma. Shit,
what is that fucking song?
And I was shocked that they played Coma. I really couldn't believe that they played that song. They, obviously they did the classics,
Well, yeah, they did the big ones like Big Empty and Plush and
Tripping on a Hole in a Paper Heart.
Yeah, and Big Bang Baby.
Yeah.
Those were fucking awesome.
I love that song, by the way.
I didn't expect Cracker Man though. When they opened with Cracker Man, that was like, oh shit, that was fucking awesome.
Yeah, man.
Like that was the way to start a fucking show.
Oh yeah. Skinner
But
did
yeah,
that to me, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, when we seen the last of the Street Survivors tour, I talked about it on the other podcast. But yeah, that was blew my
When they
mind.
did working for MCA.
Yeah, I was like, man, I just want to hear him do it
Yeah.
live, and they opened the fucking show with it, man.
That's killer.
Yeah, they just came
Great
out
song.
with a bang, bro. It was just
Hell
like,
yeah.
oh, it was on. Yeah, fuck yeah, dude. So for a lot of people out there, you know, I mean, a lot of people that, you know, the people that watch us, some of them know us, some of them don't know us. You know, we're always gaining followers. Fucking, and don't forget to like and subscribe.
Get that plug in there.
Yeah. You know, we're comedy fans too. And we've actually, me, you, and our old drummer Leroy, before Stone Temple Pilots, I believe, went to see Cheech and Chong light up America.
Oh yeah, light up America and Canada.
The D-Pack Center in
At the
Durham.
D-Pack, yeah.
Another road trip in the old Eddie Bauer edition.
Oh yeah, lots of good times in there.
Yeah, the damn Explorer, bro. I'll never forget. Remember, I fucking at one point in my life, I smoked pot, and
you don't say.
I made a bong out of the McDonald's cup. What made it even better was we had to park between two cop cars in the parking deck, and we, you know, that was great. What a hell of a show that was, man.
Yeah, that was wild. They fucking yeah, they did all their good, like, you know, classic Cheech and Chong skits from all the movies.
Yeah,
the Up and Smoke. You know, they're in the fucking the car, rolling the big fucking joint, fucking laughing. Dude, that shit was so funny.
They did Ralph and Herbie.
Ralph and Herbie. Oh my god,
yeah,
that shit was funny. If no one knows what we're talking about, you need to go back and check out those old Cheech and Chong skits, like on their albums,
definitely
in the movies. Man, that they had some funny ass shit.
If you want to see other than Up and Smoke and Nice Dreams, if you really want to see
or Up and Smoke,
yeah, like some of the classic skits, if you want to watch.
Oh, I'm sorry, not Up and Smoke. You just said that. I meant Still Smoking.
Yes, I was gonna say Still Smoking.
Yeah, that one's a good one.
It's a good movie, and it has part of their concert at the end.
Yeah,
where they do the skits. Yeah. And it's got E.T. in there. Eddie Torres.
The extra testicle. I like when Cheech even came out with the pink tutu, the fucking Mickey Mouse ears.
Yeah.
Playing the guitar. Fucking earache my eye. That was funny. Which I didn't know this, but fucking Korn actually did a fucking cover of Earache My Eye on an album.
Yeah, you were telling me that.
Yeah, I can't remember which one it was. It wasn't Follow the Leader. It was the one before that.
Yeah. And a lot of people,
I can't remember.
I don't think a lot of people realize about Cheech and Chong is that Tommy Chong is actually he's actually a musician. He's a songwriter.
Yeah, he's a good guitar player actually.
Well, he was played in a band that was signed to Motown. They had like a hit and everything.
Oh, was it Motown?
45? Yeah.
Wow.
It was either Motown or Decca. It was one of them. You have to fact check me on it, but yeah, because he the song was called Your Mama. The song was called Your Mama Don't Know About Me, but I can't remember the band name.
And it's some crazy name like the someone and the somethings.
Yeah.
Like one of those kind of deals. Yeah.
Just like when Up and Smoke come out, 1978. I don't think a lot of people realize then. Tommy Chong was 40 years old then.
Is that how old he was?
Yeah.
Shit, how old is he? That makes him what?
I think he's 86 right now, 85 or 86.
Wow. I didn't know he was that old.
He's granddaddy's age.
He's like 80, 85, around 85 or so.
Yeah, because granddaddy was born in 1940. So,
Wow.
Yeah, Cheech was actually younger. He actually met Cheech because he ran a bar / comedy club. And
I thought Cheech was dodging the draft up in Canada, and that's how they just met in Canada.
But that's where Tommy was.
That's what he was doing.
Yeah.
I got you.
Oh yeah, because he said that he's like, I never seen anybody else that looked like me, and then I met Cheech. Which he was going by Richard I think he was going by Rich at the time, is what he said.
That's his name, Richard Marin, right? That's his name. Yeah.
And the reason they came up with Cheech was because they were toying around with names and stuff. There's a whole great there's a few documentaries out there that they actually sit down and talk about it. One of the good ones is actually man, they go into some pretty long details. Tommy does on Joe Rogan, but he also him and Cheech go into a lot of detail on hot boxing with Mike Tyson, I believe is what it's called.
Oh yeah.
And it's like an hour and 15 hours, and they talk a lot about the old stuff and how they got their started. But Cheech was actually what his uncles and them called him when he was a little baby. Said because he looked like a chair.
Oh no shit.
Yeah,
I got you.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
But apparently they tried the regular slapstick comedy and shit, and it just didn't work out. I think he said they started off in like a pizza shop. And he's like, we'd have to stop, and we'd have to yell the order off a ticket, and then somebody would come get their ticket, and then we go back to doing our comedy skits.
Oh yeah,
yeah. It's a whole thing, man. It's fucking wild. And they got so big that they were selling out arenas and shit, like or being opening acts for all these bands and shit. They were selling out arenas and shit, man.
I believe they're the highest grossing comedy duo ever.
I believe it.
If I'm not mistaken. Cheech and Chong, man.
I believe it, dude.
Legends.
Fucking legends.
Legends.
Whew. That was a great show, by the way.
Yes. Getting back to the point of the story, Cheech and Chong put on a great show.
Fucking
even when they're shit, that would have made
it was like 2000.
Chong. It was like 2008 or so.
I was gonna say, I think it was 2008. Yeah.
So that would make him 70 then. It was a couple years after he got out of jail.
Yeah, he was in it. Yeah,
because he got thrown in jail in like the early thousands or something.
Yeah, he was at least in his 60s.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like at least. But yeah, man, great show. I mean,
he had a great skit about that shit because he just got out of jail. He had a great skit about fucking George Bush.
Yeah.
Because he got in fucking trouble for I think it was selling bongs across state lines or something.
Yep.
And then they threw a bunch of those like prison jokes in there and like to sprinkle them through the whole show.
Yeah, for bongs. Not even weed.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
For bongs. Oh yeah, man. Fucking that's man, it's so you know he was his you know who his cellmate was? Jordan Belfort.
The fucking Wolf of Wall Street guy. No shit.
Oh yeah. Chong actually talks about it on Joe Rogan about how he was like he was actually writing what would become the movie, like the story behind what became the movie and all that shit. Yeah.
I got you. Yeah. Dude, that's funny. I'm gonna fact check that, but I hope it's true.
No, that's what he was saying, dude. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Yeah, dude.
That's killer. Yeah. Hell of a cellmate to have.
Oh yeah.
I bet they had some funny ass drug stories.
Oh, bro.
God. Like Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas times 20.
Yeah.
Anyway.
You got one, Jimbo? Like you got like a favorite concert you went to?
I got a few. Man, I'm gonna keep a few in my back pocket. But one really cool one was I actually got to see Doyle down in West Palm Beach. Me and my buddy had flown in there to see his dad, and we just decided to go to a fucking bar to get something to drink, and they fucking happened to be playing there that night. For those who don't know, when I say Doyle, I mean Doyle Wolfgang von Frankenstein from the Misfits. He's got his own band called Doyle, and dude, that dude is like, he's just fucking jacked, shredded as fuck. Like fucking has like the Deathlock thing going on.
Oh yeah.
And he's got like the face paint that's like shaded, so like his face looks all like sunken in and like skull like and shit.
Yeah.
And so just imagine this giant monster on stage playing fucking this like crazy looking shaped guitar and just fucking killing it.
Fuck yeah.
And he had awesome singer. It's the singer for Cancer Slug. His name's
I know you're talking about
Alex Story, I think his name is.
Yeah.
I think it's Alex Story. I'm not
I
sure.
I think that's his name.
Yeah, but dude, killer fucking. They call him the Wolfman. So you got the Wolfman and Frankenstein up here, and they're just fucking killing it. I didn't know any of the fucking songs. They were playing off their new album at the time. I think it was called Destroyer, and I
Right.
wound up Abominator or something. It was some fucking like metal sounding name. Anyway, they had killer fucking songs, man. They had an awesome light show. It's down in Florida, so everyone's just getting fucking hammered and doing all kinds of crazy shit. There's people shotgunning beers. There's fucking, they're passing around fucking vape pens. Like random fucking people passing them to me. I didn't partake because I don't know what the fuck's in that shit. You know what I mean? It's Florida. It could be anything. I didn't want anything to do with it. I was just stuck with my fucking beer.
Oh yeah, man. No, I get that.
Yeah, there's some fucking weirdos walking through there. The band that opened for them, I can't remember who it was. They were like some crazy looking Marilyn Manson, like back in the early '90s fucking band. They didn't play Marilyn Manson, but they looked like that. They just looked crazy, man. They were all right though. They sounded good. They just looked fucking crazy.
Mm.
No, but it was definitely memorable because I just like I said, we just went to some random bar. And they just happened to have music that night, and
like it wasn't planned or anything. Yeah,
I didn't plan it at all. I just walked in, and it was fucking Doyle, and I was like, "Holy shit!" I was like, "Dude, he's from the fucking Misfits." And fucking my buddy and his dad were like, "No fucking shit, that guy." I was like, "Yeah, the fucking big monster looking motherfucker." I'm telling you, look him up, man. He legit looks fucking scary.
that I believe, I don't know if it was that tour. But I believe Doyle and them just came through, if I'm not mistaken. I think they stopped at Hooligans.
I think they did. It was either that or Wilmington or something. They had played. They had either just played there or they were going to play there.
Right.
And it was I just happened to see him in West Palm Beach. I can't remember the name of the place. It was a really cool venue. I could probably find it if I looked on the tour list, but really, really cool show. That one stuck out to me. We got another one?
Man, I got a few. I will say that one of the crazier times I've had is and it wasn't like super wild, but it was eventful. We, as in me and you, and the band were playing. I think didn't we do I want to say it was the Halloween show we did in Morehead City, and they had WSFL out there promoting it and all that shit. It was all over the radio, the whole nine. And I wound up getting Black Label Society tickets from Ryan.
Yeah. And, it was at George's.
Yeah, and me.
Or it wasn't George's. George sold it, so it was
now it's Shipwrecks.
Shipwrecks, yeah.
Yeah. And because we fucking, for anybody that ever goes to Shipwrecks, you're probably going to be like, how in the fuck did y'all get a drum set in there on a riser? But we did.
Yeah, we had a riser.
Yeah, it was great. Like we went full production in that little ass place. Well, it's not.
That was pretty cool. It's not little, but for where we were having to set up.
Yeah,
we had a small space because it's full of pool tables, and we had to. It was like kind of beside where you go to the bathrooms.
Oh yeah.
So you kind of had to stay away, like from there. You couldn't block the way.
We brought a rock.
I had to watch where I was swinging my bass.
Yeah, we brought a rock show's worth of fucking equipment in there to do a venue that's not really set up for rock shows.
No.
But that's usually
that's more like a DJ place.
Yeah. Well, we're one.
But we've done more with less.
We're one of the only. I say this lightly. We're one of the only bands around our area that keeps a PA system, like a full-fledged PA system, to do original shows with in venues that don't have PA systems.
Right.
Whereas you find a lot of bands that if they have their own PA system, most of them are doing cover shows. Because even when you think about it, even a lot of the tribute bands don't carry their own PA. I mean, they have a PA that they practice with at rehearsal and shit, but
Mhm.
they're not dragging it around and shit. You know, I mean, they're renting it or they're playing venues that are already established. You know, as a
it can be a pain dragging it
yeah.
around. It's
Yeah,
just
we
more
try.
shit to carry.
Yeah. But anyway, I got them Black Label Society tickets, man, and he wound up giving me like 4 of them, I think. And we went with some friends at the time, but we went up there, and it was went down there, I should say. It was in Myrtle Beach at the House of Blues, and it was COC, I want to say, and
Corrosion of Conformity.
Yeah, and a band called Red Fang, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm. I haven't heard of them. I've heard I like Corrosion of Conformity though.
And we and
is it the same? Is it the same kind of style?
Yeah,
like Black Label Society and Corrosion, same kind of deal.
Yeah,
I'll look them up then.
The album that they were promoting at the time had like a pretty, if I'm not mistaken, it was pretty red, like predominantly red on the album cover. But I was at work and I wound. Okay, so we got the friends that we took with us was like, man, we'll buy a hotel suite if you know we can go. You know, like we'll drive and we'll buy a suite for us if you give us 2 tickets because they really wanted to go. You know, and so I'm like, fuck it. You know, nobody else wanted to go, and me and Lydia were like, fuck it. Well, anyway, like a week before this concert, I was at work. And I wound up with this fucking kitten, bro. Like that, this guy I worked with, like a cat, like a kitten, this guy I worked with, fucking had his fucking wife to be wanted a damn kitten, and they had a baby. And this cat was like, when I say kitten, it was like 4 months old. So it wasn't like eyes just open kitten. But he kept fucking their screens. Anyway, he kept scratching the kid trying to play, and he was getting pissed off with the cat. And he brought it up to the shop, hoping it was going to run away. Well, it did. It ran away to my fucking toolbox, and like it just was. Anyway, he left it there, and they wouldn't leave it in the shop. I was like, man, just leave it in the shop. Give it some food and water. Fuck it. Maybe somebody will take it. Maybe it'll get in somebody's car or some shit. Is what I was thinking. But so I was like, fuck it. I took it to the house. You know what I mean? It kind of hung out at my toolbox. It liked me. She said, I took it to the house. And then at the time I had Jack and Coco, and Jack was not found of animals in the least. And so we wound up taking this cat to this hotel suite, bro. And left it in there. When we come back, it was hanging out on the balcony, like 10 stories up. We were in one of them huge fucking, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Couldn't find the cat anywhere. It was out there on the balcony. I was like, how it didn't just walk between those fucking slats, and you know what I mean? It's beyond
fall to its death.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, not that that's what I wanted to happen. I'm just saying, like, I was like, if, you know what I mean, for a cat that I had no attachment to, apparently I had attachment to it because I was like, no, bro, come on, fucking, all right. You know what I mean? Like, what's wrong with you? You know?
So at any point, does Black Label Society enter the story?
Yeah. So anyway, we go to the show, and a few notable things happened at this concert, man. It was a badass concert. Like, we were fucking, I think I was like 3rd from the front. Like, it was all general admission and shit. And but in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, at Black Label and COC show, I counted 3 blotter shirts in the audience, bro. Like, I was just looking around.
Oh, no shit.
I looked at Lydia. I like pointed up in the balcony. I was like, does that say blotter? And like the light shined up there, and I was like, that is a blotter shirt.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, and then a little while later, I seen
Bouncing fans.
I seen one at the bar. We were getting some beers, and dude, so this was during COC. We're at the bar, like like when you've been to a house, you've been to the House of Blues, ain't you?
You said, I was gonna say, you said the House of Blues.
You walk straight to the back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We were back there. You walk up steps, and there's like a whole bar and shit.
Yeah.
Me and my wife was standing there, and these fucking guys are talking and shit. And the guy's like, "Hey man, how you doing?" And we don't know these guys at all. And I'm looking at Lydia, and she's looking at me, and I'm like, like, did you hear what I heard? You know what I mean? Because this is like right when COC's getting ready to start. Like they hadn't started playing yet.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like house music. So you can still kind of talk. And these guys were over there. Either they were talking about starting a chapter about fucking the Ku Klux Klan, or they wanted to be in it, some shit like that. And they were going on and on and on about it. And this guy, one of them, he had this "Beware of God" sign, like you know, you got like a "Beware of Dogs" and shit.
Uh-huh.
And he was like proud of it. He had it signed by Black Label Society and COC. Or no, he had it signed by COC and was going to get it signed by Black Label Society. Is what he was going to try to do, because he was telling the bartender about it. And he's like up there because the bartender had literally just got on. He's like, look, y'all can't be talking about this shit in here. Because they were like trying to like get people like, oh, you know, you don't like people of color, all this shit. Like, and I want to say like 3 of them got kicked out for that same shit. Like they just wouldn't shut the fuck up.
Trying to spread the message and shit.
Yes. And definitely not a good message to try to spread.
Right.
Fucking, and it, I mean, dude, it was like, I get it. Like not the message, but I get like this was not the place to do it. Like what, like if you're going to be that kind of person, you don't do it at a place full of paying patrons that are just trying to have a good time, especially when there's a surprisingly amount of kids and shit there too. You know what I mean? And they were doing it like all in front of people, like with their kids and shit. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But the dude was like, "Hey, will you put this sign behind the bar?" And he's like, "I'll be back for it." And he was, dude was the one guy, man, very cocky, very, very cocky. So he started trying to talk to us, and I was like, "Look, man, look, you gotta go on. I'm just trying to have a good time. I don't give a fuck." And it was getting to the point where it was pissing me off. He walked away. He left that sign back there. COC starts playing. They do their first song, and you know, they did the intro to the first song, and I'm ordering 2 mixed drinks and 2 tall boys for me and Lydia. And I look at the guy, I'm like, "Hey, give me that sign that dickhead gave you." And he's like, "Yeah, fuck that guy." Takes the sign and hands it to me. Fucking. So
it was already signed.
Yeah, it was already signed. So I put it in my damn. I think I was wearing a vest or something, or a jacket, because it was. I remember it was cold as fuck outside.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man, we went back down there, and one of those guys started. He come down there where we were later in the show. This is when Black Label was playing. They were playing. I'll never forget, because they were playing "Fire It Up," and it's got this breakdown. It's like doom doom chicka bap doom doom chicka bap on bow 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 now. And the dude was fucking hammered, bro. And he was just starting so much shit with everybody. And we're just trying to have it. And he shoved these like 3 fucking kids. It was two little boys that were maybe to my hip. And I'm, 6 foot on the dot.
Damn, they're little kids.
And a girl, she was, I don't know, she's probably Annabelle and Autumn's age, my nieces. But for anybody, I realize that they don't know who the fuck I'm talking about. They stand about chest high. Yeah. You know what I mean? Fucking anyway, like she stands about chest high, and it was I'm gonna say that was probably their mother that was there. And somebody was saying something, like I said, the music's playing, so you can't hear what they're saying. But they fucking shoved them so hard that the kids fell into me. I fell into Lydia. We fell into this guy and his little kid, like a little bit bigger than your son, fucking like Lily, like a 3-year-old, 4-year-old size kid. Knocks them all down, dude. And I got up and I just turned around. I was like, "What in the fuck is wrong with you?" And that fucking motherfucker, dude, he started up. I just laid him the fuck out in front of security and everybody, bro. I just come around and just laid him the fuck out. And then like the security's looking at me, and the guy, he just throws his arms up like that. And I'm like, "What?" And then the security guard, he come up, he mumbled some shit, and they just picked him up and just carried him out. And then there was like, I think they wound up kicking, because I seen them up there at the bar, and I think they kicked that whole crowd out. It was them fucking goddamn stupid fucking, wanting to be racist motherfuckers.
Right.
You know what I mean? Fucking morons, man. Trying to run. But they did let me stay. I was shocked that, you know what I mean? Because it happened in front of everybody. But security let me stay, thank God. Because I wasn't the one that drove, so I'd have just been standing outside in the cold.
Right.
Fucking, A lot of crazy shit that's happened at that House of Blues, man. But Black Label Society after that, it was a wild fucking show. It was a great show at that.
Yeah, I was gonna ask. So what about the show?
It was a great show, man. He actually played some they actually did a couple of like Black Sabbath songs.
Oh, nice.
Like they did like a medley. It was pretty fucking cool.
Cool.
And they toyed, like, I want to say in that medley there was some Aussie shit too. Pretty cool, but it was.
I would assume there'd be some Aussie shit.
Yeah, it was wild, man. And I've actually seen Zach Wild now in every incarnation that he's just about been in, except I haven't got to see the Zach Sabbath stuff. I've been wanting to see that. I think that would be pretty awesome.
Oh man, that sounds cool.
You know what I mean? It's him and two other guys just playing all this Black Sabbath shit, man.
Mm-hmm.
But like I've seen him with Ozzy. Me and you seen him with Pantera. I've seen him Black Label, you know, a couple times, and I just, man, I'd love to see him in Zach Sabbath.
That just sounds cool.
Yeah, man. I've seen some great shows at the House of Blues, man. I've seen Ace Frehley there.
I've seen a few good ones there. I saw Godsmack there. That was actually a really cool show. That was on their that was when they had released the album The Oracle.
Yeah.
And they didn't play all their hits. Like they play mostly nowadays, they just play their hits like a legacy act.
Yeah.
But that tour they were playing nothing but the new shit. So they literally played like the whole Oracle album. And I actually really like that album. That one's the one that's got like Love, Sex, Pain. Love, Hate, Sex, Pain. And then it had Crying Like a Bitch.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, like it had that was when that came out.
That was a good album. Yeah.
Dude, it was a killer album. There's an awesome song in the end. I believe it is called The Oracle. It's the title track. And it's just a fucking instrumental.
Yeah.
And dude, they fucking killed it. It was so fucking awesome. I had my buddy I went there with. He fucking ran into some idiots from the parking lot. I thought he was cool. They were like, "Oh, we're gonna go smoke a joint in the bathroom." So I'm like, "Dude, you can't fucking smoke in here." Like, all right, you gotta have fun with that, bro. And
did he get kicked out? Did he get caught?
So he goes to smoke a joint, and then he tells my buddy to fucking go with him. So what does his dumb ass do? He goes with him to the bathroom. Fucking this idiot fucking lights it up. Fucking another guy walks in there to take a piss. My buddy, he passes it to my buddy. I found all this out later.
Right.
This is what my buddy was telling me. He said he fucking passed it to him. The guy taking a piss walked out. He goes to fucking hit it, takes his first fucking hit. Fucking security guard comes in there. He's like, "Y'all are fucking out of here. Get the fuck out of here. You're all a bunch of fucking idiots."
Yeah. Dude, the House of Blues.
This was before Godsmack even started playing.
Oh, nice.
Like, no, I think it was during the opening band. It was the opening band was Mike Portnoy was in it at the beginning. Adrenaline Mob.
Yeah. Adrenaline Mob.
And they were fucking awesome. It was when Mike Portnoy was the drummer. And they had I'm gonna be real, he's an amazing drummer, but the bass player and the rhythm guitar player like just fucking stole the show.
Yeah. Does the bass player kind of look like Nikki Sixx in a way?
No, I don't think I think they both quit that band like a couple years later. All three of them, Mike Portnoy and those two, I think quit the band. No, but they did this awesome fucking guitar solo. And it was like a dual solo, but he was playing. The other guy, the bass player, was playing too.
Yeah.
And then at the end, they both smashed their fucking guitars, and then fucking like, oh no! I'm sorry. The bass player smashed his guitar. The guitar player gave his guitar to a little kid in the audience. Like it was just some kid on like his dad's shoulders and shit. And he's like, "Here," and fucking gave him the guitar. I was like, "Dude, that's fucking awesome."
Hell yeah.
And then later on when fucking Godsmack was playing, those guys that actually came out and was like standing in the crowd, and everyone was like, "Oh man, y'all are fucking awesome." They're just trying to watch the show and shit, but that was really cool.
The reason I was asking is
what were you saying?
I believe when I seen Ace Frehley in 2008, I swear, because I went with Wild Bill, our boy Wild Bill. Shout out to Bill. Fucking
R.I.P.
Yeah, R.I.P. man. I believe he said that the bass player and the rhythm guitar player that was backing Frehley that night were from the Adrenaline Mob.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
That's pretty badass. I wonder if it was them. That'd be really cool because they were really good.
We actually hung out with them. outside behind the House of Blues after the show. Like,
awesome.
because I'll never forget because the bass play, it was me and Leroy and Devon standing there. And I always call him Devon, but we were standing there and fucking, he was like, the bass player come up and he was like, "Oh, y'all smoke? Yeah, fucking," you know what I mean? They fucking bummed a cigarette. And I was like, because Leroy was like, "I bet he makes more money than I do." And he's bumming a cigarette off me. I looked, dude, dead in Leroy's face. No lie. Fucking, I looked at Leroy and Wild Bill's like, "How's it fucking feel?" Fucking.
You goddamn bum.
Yeah, I'll never forget that shit, bro, as long as I live. But no, yeah. So I've seen a bunch of good bands there. Well, I seen Buck Cherry and Hell Yeah there.
Like, cool.
In like 2009, 10 or 11, so somewhere between 2009 and 2011. I remember because I was in high school getting ready to. It was probably 2010. But I called a ride up there. I had these tickets. I had 4 tickets, and I took my girlfriend at the time that I had then, and my buddy, you know, our friend Tyler, and my buddy Rut drove us up there, and we went up there, and I met Uncle Billy's. You've met George, right? Uncle Billy's buddy George. You got in a wreck with him? Did you ever meet George?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I ran into him there. So he was like, I was like, "Can you get me some beer, bro?" Because I was 18, I wasn't 21. You know what I mean? I was like, "Can you get me some beer?" He's like, "You got money?" I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Well, then I can get you beer." Because he had the thing where they were bringing him pictures and shit. So I just throw him money and he'd fucking, you know, he'd get another picture. Yeah, we fucking record. We were having a great time, man. And
nice.
It's no secret that Tyler wound up. I think Rut just like wound up. I think he caught Hell Yeah and was like, you know, fuck Buck Cherry, and he went back to the truck and like fucking passed out, fucking went to sleep and shit. He's like, "Just come find me when the show's over," like, you know what I mean? But yeah, fucking, I don't know if Tyler wants me telling this story, but I'm gonna tell it anyway because it's fucking hilarious. I'll never forget this. This is one of them this is like one of them fucking picks or didn't happen kind of stories, but I was there. Well, because if he'd have just told me, but he was talking to this girl, and I thought that he was going to get kicked out for banging a chick in the smoking area, but he didn't. He actually was able to pull that off, and then got kicked out. And got kicked out because the fucking security guard seen him. I think he grabbed a beer off the thing, and they carded him.
Oh shit!
And got kicked out.
That's what did it, huh?
And the motherfucker snuck back in. Like, he was yelling at me at the end of the concert. He was like, "Timmy," like, and I thought I heard somebody say my name, and then all of a sudden I get this like tap on the shoulder, and I'm standing by a column, right? Like, because we had done talk to like Vinnie Paul and shit, and met a couple of guys from Buck Cherry and shit. And fucking, I hit this tap on my shoulder, and there's like 3 security guards standing between. It was like me, my girlfriend at the time, George, and somebody else, and like 3 security guards standing there. Well, those are the 3 security guards that kicked him out. So Tyler's like in the venue, like, he's like tapping on my shoulder. I was like, "What'd you do?" He's like, "Bro, there ain't no security going that side." He's like, you just get to the top and fall over the fence. He's like, "It kind of sucks when you hit the ground." He's like, "But you can just walk in the back when you're done." And so he's
bro,
like,
we were at Walnut Creek one time, bro. We were at Walnut Creek one time at some show. It might have been, you might have been there. It might have been another Godsmack show I went to. I think it was. Dude, these guys, they were trying to sneak in because, you know, there's a fence around the whole fucking thing.
Yeah.
So they walked around the whole fence to find the darkest spot they could, and like it's like 3 guys like climbed over the fucking like 20-foot fence. Nah, I guess it ain't that tall. It's like a 15-foot fence.
Yeah.
But it's like, you know, it's not like wooden. It's just like bars.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, and dude, they slammed in the fucking ground, and then the fucking security's like running to tackle them, and they're like trying to get up and fucking run away. One guy like stumbled, and the other two are like just staggering, trying to run.
Bro,
the fucking security guards just coming, bam!
That's
once you get over.
Once you get over the fence, bro, it's every man for himself.
Dude, the one guy was like yelling, like, "I got my ticket!"
A lot of good times at that House of Blues, though, man.
Dude.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. The speaking going back to Adrenaline Mob, they did I had heard of them, but I didn't know they were playing because it was like they were a brand new band. They just put out like a 5-song album or something.
Yeah.
What's that? EP or LP?
Yeah, EP, I guess.
And yeah, they played the last song. They played fucking "The Mob Rules."
Oh shit!
The Black Sabbath song, and fucking dude, they went so fucking hard on that song. That was the coolest fucking rendition of "The Mob Rules." That I think that was like up there with like Dio.
Fuck yeah!
Like that's how good it was. I was like, holy shit, love the band. But talking about my buddy that got kicked out for smoking in the fucking bathroom, dude, he caught the first 2 songs of Adrenaline Mob, and then he got kicked out. He came up to me to ask for the keys. And I was like, dude, I don't have the keys. They're in the fucking truck. So he's like, all right. I was like, where are you going, man? He's like, no, I'll tell you later. And never came back.
God damn.
Dude, he missed the coolest fucking show.
Well, we got another story like that, too.
Oh, yes. Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
Shall we tell that story?
Oh, we should. We
should.
We're in the storytelling of concerts and friends now. We might as well.
All right. Well, I guess we'll start that one off since I was there.
Shout out to Leroy.
Yeah, shout out to Leroy. Here you go, bud. Name drop on the show right now.
Oh man.
All right. So as you know, and hopefully all our viewers know, we're big Kiss fans. Timmy's probably seen them like 20 fucking times. I've only seen them 4. I've seen them 4. And Leroy hadn't seen them at all. So I was like, at the time, I had seen them once. And Leroy had never seen them. So I was like, bro. And Motley Crue was opening for him.
I was going to say, don't forget about Motley Crue, yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, well, fuck. Leroy's got to come see it, man. I bought him a fucking ticket. We get to the show. We're fucking hanging out, drinking beers. They start. It was during Motley Crue. They had just started the drum solo when fucking Tommy Lee does the loop thing. Like, dude, that awesome. They started playing Love Roller Coaster. The Ohio Players. Yeah, that shit was awesome. But Leroy's like, I'm gonna go get my cigarettes, and I was like, where are they? He's like, the car. I was like, and I didn't think nothing of it. Because, I'm like trying to watch the show, and then it clicked. I was like, oh shit, they ain't gonna let him back in. So I tried to run after him to find him, and he was gone. And I was like, oh no. And our boy Smethod was there. Remember?
Yeah.
Or you weren't there. Why would I say you remember?
Yeah.
But our other friend was there.
Different part of the venue.
Yeah, and I came over and talked to Smethod, and I was like, bro, he's gone. Smethod was like, ah, man. I was like, if he ain't coming back. I hope they stopped him and told him he couldn't get back in, but I guess they didn't.
Yeah.
Because he didn't come back the rest of the show. And when we finally got out of there, he weren't at the car. The worst part of that whole deal was his cigarettes were in the car, but the car was locked and we had the keys.
Yeah.
So not only would they not let him back in the venue, he also could not get his cigarettes out of the car.
Yeah, you got to have what is it? You have to have another ticket.
You have to buy another ticket, and he hadn't had no money. But, well, so we're like, fuck, we got to find Leroy.
So we looked for him. Well,
we looked for him.
You text me at the end of the show, or no, you called me at the end of the show, and it was like, "Is Leroy with you?" And I was like, "No."
Yeah, no, because that was when I was looking for him.
Yeah,
I went to the exit. I was like, looking for my buddy, have you seen him? They're like, no, we haven't seen any of you. I was like, dude, he might have been like really irate because you can't get back in. They're like, no, we ain't seen no one. I was like, he's black with tattoos. They're like, oh yeah, he's in jail.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
Yeah, I
like,
remember.
We called the cops. He's in jail.
Yeah, I remember you called me. He was like, bro, I can't fucking stay here. We have to go back. And I went over, like, I remember that shit. You had to leave, and I was like, man, I was like, look, I'll fucking figure it out. Let me figure it out. And me and Lydia were sitting at the car, and I was like, there's a cop sitting over there at the exit. Like, we waited, like the parking lot was like almost a ghost town. Like, they were telling us at this point, like, hey, y'all got to leave.
Yeah.
So we pull up to the cop, and I was like, hey, did y'all arrest anybody tonight? And he's like, yeah, we arrested 3 people.
Mm-hmm.
I said, you happen to arrest a guy named Aaron Brown? He said, I don't know. He said, I can tell you real quick. And he goes, we sure did. I said, what'd you arrest him for? He said, assault. I said, what do you mean? He said, we got a call. He said that he's like, I guess he was already mad because he couldn't get back into the venue. And I don't know how it happened, but he got into a confrontation with somebody in the parking lot and wound up hitting the dude with hit the guy with his own grill lid.
With his grill lid?
Like from a Weber, like a fucking grill lid. Yeah, bro.
Someone that was just fucking tailgating.
Yeah.
Bashed him in the head with a fucking grill lid.
Yep.
You don't talk about finding a random weapon.
Yeah.
Like the first thing you see, grill lid.
Yeah. And for anybody, people can call me a lot of different things. They can't ever call me a true friend. They were like, yeah, he ain't getting out tonight. He's got to go have a court date and shit. Because he's not from there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they were like, that's technically, that is a flight risk. He's going to be leaving. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, shout out to my wife. She's the one that actually was able to call down here the following day and talk to some bondsmen that would vouch for him. So we were able to get him out. So he got to see the inside of Raleigh detention. He didn't get to see Kiss.
Yeah, Wade County Jail.
Yeah.
So getting back to the concert, not only did he miss Tommy Lee's awesome fucking drum solo, which I might cover this in a later episode, but I really don't like Motley Crue live.
Yeah.
I don't find them. I mean, yeah, the stage show is cool and all, but
oh yeah,
fucking Vince Neil.
Kiss threw down.
Motherfucker can't fucking breathe. But yes, Kiss was fucking awesome. It was cool during Kiss. While they were playing something. I can't remember what song it was, but it started raining, but it came in like a sheet. So it came around the whole fucking venue in like a wall. And everyone started screaming, ah!
Oh yeah.
It was crazy because that's happening while at the same time Kiss is shooting off like fireworks and fucking pyros and shit.
Yeah.
So like it's hot and cold.
Hey, I'll tell you. Oh, by the way, to finish off on Leroy, he actually did get to go see Kiss a few years later. I took him and Rooster. I took him and Rooster. I told Rue if he wanted to drive up there, because me and Lydia were going to go to Tennessee, and we were going on vacation to Gatlinburg, and I wound up. It was cheaper to buy 4 tickets than it was to buy 2. And Rue was like, "Man, I'd love to go." I said, "Well, take Leroy." And Rue was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Look, I'll give you all 2 tickets." I was like, "You just got to drive up there and drive back." We were going to Charlotte, and excuse me. So we went and seen Kiss on the end of the road. He got to see him in Charlotte. You know what I mean? Him and Rue.
Nice. Nice.
But you know what I remember about that the tour with Motley Crue and Kiss is the week leading up to that, I had strep throat, and I should have already had my tonsils taken out. Why they wouldn't do it, I don't know. But anyway, I had strep throat. The amoxicillin that they gave me was not working, and it got so bad that I was having trouble swallowing altogether. And so Lydia took me back to the emergency room, and they said, "Okay, we're going to give you," because for some reason they usually gave me a shot, but this time they gave me my doctor had given me amoxicillin in pill form. Well, I had eaten all of it and it did not go away. And the doctor or whoever was at the emergency room said, yeah, we're going to give you a shot of penicillin, I believe it was. And they said, look, because you was already on an antibiotic and we were getting ready to pump you full of this one of the side effects from that is it can give you thrush. Well, I was like, fine, anything's got to be better than this. No. Because they gave it to me and I wound up with thrush, bro. And what if anybody has never had thrush, it's like, it feels like the entire layer of skin on your tongue is being peeled off. Oof. I just woke up and my throat
terrible.
My throat kind of felt better. And I went to go take a swallow of I want to say it was a Mountain Dew. And it lit my mouth on fire. I mean, like I was in fucking tears. I could not get it to go away. Like it was like the worst feeling in the world, bro. It was like 1,000 times worse than like you ever like think about like the worst whiskey you've ever or alcohol you've ever put in your mouth and it burns your mouth. Now times that by 1,000,000. Mm-hmm. It was fucking bad, bro. And so I had to fucking swish this shit in my mouth like every 3 hours. So like I had to like tell these people at the fucking gate that like I have to carry this with me. So I'm watching the kids show and shit. And I'm like, everybody, they're over here doing shots. I'm doing shots of fucking prescription shit to make sure my tongue doesn't fucking like fall off and shit. That's what I remember, bro. Yeah. And back then I was like a heavy smoker. So they were like, yeah, try not to smoke. So like I was like, I would like swish that shit and then like smoke my cigarette and like switch it some more. Like, but dude, it was fucking terrible.
In between.
Yeah, in between. Yeah. Fucking A, man. Yeah. That was a hell of a show, man. I think that was one of the only times I've seen them do God Gave Rock and Roll to You.
I've seen them do that twice, I think.
Yeah. So I think I've only seen them do it twice. I'm pretty sure I was with you both times they did it.
No, I wouldn't say they did it one. No, I guess they didn't do it. The time I'm thinking they did it the first time, I don't think they did do that one because I think they didn't do it until the end of the road.
Well, they did.
They brought it back.
They did it on. I want to say they did it on the Alive 35 tour. Whatever one.
If they did do it on that tour, I did see it. But yeah.
Whatever tour they did where they presented the check to like the Wounded Warriors Foundation or whatever. They were raising money every night on every show.
Yeah.
So I think it was either the tour or it was the Alive 35 that they did that. Yeah, and they played God Gave Rock and Roll to You. Mm-hmm. But fucking great show, man. Those guys always put on a fucking great show.
Oh yeah, yeah.
God damn.
But get back to like just the show in general. I actually went to see Iron Maiden on their last tour.
Was that the Legacy of the Beast?
Yeah, Legacy of the Beast.
Yeah.
And
we didn't get to see that one.
No, but it was at the Greensboro Coliseum. That was a really cool venue for that. But no, the stage show was fucking amazing. Every song they changed the backdrop and changed the lighting, and they had all kinds of they brought out 2 Eddies. Count them 2.
Hell yeah.
Usually they only have the one. They'll bring them out like, sometime during the show. Yeah. This time they brought one at the beginning and one in the middle. It was 2 completely different ones. Anyone who doesn't know what I'm talking about, is like when I'm talking, they bring out Eddie. It's like a 15-foot, almost looks animatronic. I don't know how they work it, but it's really cool.
Yeah.
And like they brought their new album is like a samurai. Like the Eddie is like a samurai. So the first few songs they played from their new record, Eddie came out as like a giant samurai, giant demon samurai. It was fucking awesome. But later on, when they played the Trooper, he comes out dressed like like a British soldier, and he's sitting there. He's got like the saber, and him and fucking Bruce Dickinson are like sword fighting while he's singing and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was really cool. But yeah, every backdrop they changed. The whole stage would change. Every fucking song. They played 20 songs. They played all kinds of stuff. But Bruce Dickinson had cancer, tongue cancer, like the album before that,
Right.
and I wasn't. I was like, man, I want to go see him just because I love Maiden, but I wasn't sure that he would be as great live.
Yeah.
Dude, he exceeded every expectation I had. I was like, he sounded fucking amazing.
Fuck yeah.
Like he sounded, but I saw him 10 years ago in Virginia, or shit. Now it'd be more than that. It'd be 12 years ago in Virginia. I believe you were at that show. They played a bunch of the new. Okay, yeah. That show.
Yeah.
He sounded better this past year than he has since then. He sounded better than he did that show 10 years ago, and I was blown away. I was like, holy shit,
bro! I fucking isn't that
he was making jokes about because they played in Greensboro 25 years ago on whatever tour that was.
Yeah,
or it might have been actually he was talking about a certain song. I think he said it had to have been 40 years ago for the song they played. Because he was talking about it was like a 40th anniversary or 35th or whatever. But he said he's talking about how many of y'all were born before the song came out, or the last time we played here. And he's like, how many were you born 9 months after that show? Like a couple people raised their hands. He's like, yeah, you're welcome.
Awesome. Yeah, isn't that the stage show where they had the giant fucking airplane?
Yeah, they did. I think they ended with Aces High, and they had a giant fucking plane swinging around, fucking fire and shit. Yeah, and Bruce Dickinson, he had a different suit on. He had like a whole get up every fucking song. He'd change. They did Flight of Icarus. He had these two flamethrowers, like Rammstein does. They put on their fucking wrists and shit. And he was like, he'd sing and shoot one off, switch the mic, shoot one off. Then he'd fucking come out and then he'd drop the mic and start just shooting them with both hands everywhere. That was fucking awesome. Really awesome show. Had a good time.
I remember we got to see Iron Maiden and Alice Cooper. And
yeah, that was another time.
They had Alice Cooper had the giant Frankenstein to come out there and feed my Frankenstein.
Yeah. That was a really cool show, man.
Then they had
anyone that ever wants to go see an awesome show, go see fucking Alice Cooper.
Oh, dude, I love Alice Cooper.
Alice Cooper might have the coolest fucking stage show you'll ever see.
I've seen Cooper, I think. Dude, I've only seen Kiss maybe just because I've seen him so many times on the End of the Road tour. I think I've seen him in Atlanta, Charlotte, Raleigh, Greensboro. And I was supposed to see him in Knoxville, but that got canceled last minute. So I've seen him 4 times on this last tour. Mm-hmm. And I think, but yeah, I've seen Alice Cooper, dude, 10 or 11 times.
Nice.
So I fucking love Alice Cooper, man. That was one of my, I would say another wild show. I mean, I got to see Alice Cooper in Durham in 2009, I think it was. You'd have to go back and look, but it was me, Devon, Wild Bill, and Bo.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we went to Bo's house, and Bo was fucking trashed, and Bill was getting just as. I mean, they were drinking fucking liquor in the back seat of this brand new truck he had, and he was like, "You're gonna have to drive." He goes, "Because I can't drive," and Bill was like, Timmy, you're just gonna have to drive." I was like, "Bill, I don't have a license." Bo was like, "You don't need a fucking license. We're going to see Alice Cooper." He's like, "Just don't fucking crash. It's pretty simple. You got one rule. Don't wreck." Fucking. And we went there, man, and they played the band that opened for him played a 45-minute set in I want to say it was the guy was tied to Alice Cooper somehow. He was he originally not, I don't think he was in the first incarnation of Alice Cooper, but he was played with Alice at some point way back, in the early late 60s, early 70s and shit. And but Alice Cooper played 2 hours and 20 minutes, I think is how long the show was.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, straight. Oh my God, dude. That was the first time I ever seen him. That motherfucker. I actually got it.
He's got a very wide variety of songs too.
Yeah, man.
They're not all just rock and roll, hardcore.
For anybody that wants to see what I'm talking about, you can actually watch the show on YouTube in its entirety. I ordered the CD and DVD and it came in the mail they taped it live at the Hammersmith and it's on there. It's called the Theater of Death Tour. And that was fucking great.
Yeah.
Oh my God, bro. That was the wild. What was even better is like now it's a family affair. So like the fucking the nurse, there was 2 nurses on that show. One was his wife, the other one was his daughter.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, they like stuck him with a syringe, put him in an Iron Maiden, cut his head off, fucking did the straight jacket.
Oh yeah, I'd have to say the coolest part of the Alice Cooper show is when he's in the straight jacket and he's singing the song in the straight jacket, and then they drag him over to the guillotine, and then they cut his head off.
Yeah,
and then he comes out with the head in his hand singing the next song.
Oh yeah,
like by stage magic. Like that is, it's fucking awesome.
Yeah, I love that shit, man. Dude, when he
it was an awesome show to see.
He had this fucking because I had seen some of his, we'll call them gimmicks, you know, whatever you want to call them. His stage, I'd seen some of his stage show and videos and stuff. What I had never seen before that show, and I've seen it a few times since then. What I had never seen before that show was he had like a the last time we seen him, it was a paparazzi guy taking pictures and shit. But this one was one of the ghouls, I'll call them, that were trying to like grab him. You know, they're like the masked guys, like fucking one of the executioners, we'll call them, was trying to get him. And he grabbed that dude, man. He took the microphone stand and shoved it through him, and it come out his back.
Ah, cool.
And he was like, oh, and then they fucking fell over and they like carted him away. And dude, I didn't even expect that shit. That shit blowed my fucking mind.
Yeah.
It was just like grabbed him by the neck and it just come off. It was fucking wild.
Yeah.
Like
he does some wild shit. Like it's awesome.
Such a
very cool show.
Fucking.
I will say
we could do a whole podcast about Alice Cooper, bro.
Oh yeah. But we'll save it for a later date.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I do have a good show for as far as light shows go.
What's up?
I went to see Rob Zombie in, I think, Portsmouth, Virginia, at this little amphitheater they have, and he didn't have an opening band. It was just him. So he played for I swear he played for 2.5, 3 hours.
Awesome.
Like just him. And the hotel me and my buddy Jay, we were staying at, it was literally we could see the venue from our hotel room, and it was 300 yards away. And we were shit, hell yeah. We didn't even know that. It just happened to be the spot we took on Expedia. And so we're I brought my guitar with me because I wanted to fuck around. It was my birthday. It was my birthday weekend, and I wanted to fuck around and play guitar in the hotel room while we waited to get fucking wasted. So we're drinking, and I'm playing guitar. I'm just hanging out, and this guy comes in with he was a fucking artist, and he had painted all of Rob Zombie's band because he had Rob Zombie, John Five. I think the bass player's name's Piggy D, and the drummer was Ginger Fish. This is the craziest fucking names I've ever heard of for band members, but yeah, that was them. And he had this dude had painted this whole. I mean, it was a legit painting. Had painted the likenesses of all these guys on this thing. And he was it's my life goal to get this fucking signature of everyone.
Hell yeah.
And he came up to me because he thought I was in the band. I'm sitting there playing my acoustic guitar. Because apparently, now I will give him this. Apparently, the band did stay there that night.
Oh shit!
Yeah. That was the hotel they were actually staying in, and I didn't know that. And I was holy shit!
You tried to find him, right?
I'd have been that guy trying to find him.
Yeah, we're going together, motherfucker.
Yeah, you know what I mean. But yeah, that was funny. So we're drinking, and then we go to the show, and like I said, it was just him playing. So they didn't have an opening band. Well, he rips into it, man. They play about 15 songs. They if you've ever seen a zombie show, dude, he has they wear this really crazy Have you ever seen the meme of like him, like Rob Zombie looks like if you put Jason Momoa in the microwave for 20 seconds?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he looks like that. So he's got like crazy face paint, like the fucking dreadlocks. He wears these big like platform shoes, and so like he's up there fucking getting down, and like they have a really cool like it's always like very dark fucking like Halloween. I always call it like Halloweenish, witches and fucking movie monsters. He's a horror movie guy.
Yeah.
He really likes the old horror movies. So it's anything like that. Imagine that, and then like add in Charles Manson and put some lights behind it. That's the fucking Rob Zombie show. But he'd do really cool, like because he does covers too sometimes, and he did like Blitzkrieg Bop, and then he started. He's like, Piggy, give me the bass, and he starts fucking playing the bass line for Sex Machine, the James Brown song. And then fucking the drummer gets into it, and they start fucking playing Sex Machine. And he's like, it's about to get fucking funky. And then fucking they go into it. He's up there getting down like James Brown. It was like I was blown away. I was like, holy shit, that's fucking cool. And it's all like these crazy shades of purple. The lights, amazing light show.
I think I seen him do that. I think me and Trey and them seen him do that when he did Carolina Rebellion.
I think it was I'm pretty sure it was the same tour.
It might have been.
Because that was or it might have been the one right before that.
Was his platform boots like silver?
I think so, yeah. It was he called it like the I don't know if that was what he called it, or because he called a lot of shit the Spook Show International.
Right. I have no idea.
Is what he calls it.
It just said Rob Zombie on the thing. He didn't say, you know what I mean? So
well, look at he has a live album. It's called Spook Show International Live.
Okay.
And it's basically the whole show. Like he played songs in it I'd never heard, and
I know they played fucking in a UFO.
Yeah, I think they played that one. I didn't really like that one.
Well, I wasn't a fan of it when it came out, but I'll tell you what, it jammed live at that giant ass festival. Oh, yeah,
dude, John Five, one of my favorite guitar players, man. He's underrated. I don't understand how.
Bro, there's a lot of guitar players out there.
Like he's played with everybody. Like he's fucking good.
Oh yeah.
Like his techniques are like impeccable.
That dude kills, man.
Apparently everyone jokes on him because like anytime they call him or anything, they're asking what he's doing. He's always like, I'm playing guitar. Like he plays guitar for like 6 hours every day.
Hell yeah.
Like without fail. Like he's like, I got so much shit I got to remember and learn. Like, got to stay up.
Hell yeah, dude.
But yeah, I saw him another time with Marilyn Manson, and they had just done a duet of Helter Skelter.
Right.
So at the end of that show, they had both came out and they were doing the duet, and they had this crazy fucking light show that was like completely based on Charles Manson. Like, just imagine like a giant fucking LED billboard screen. Like, it's just like Charlie Manson fucking looking at you all fucking nuts. And they're talking about Helter Skelter this, Helter Skelter that. Yeah, anyway, great light show.
Oh yeah.
Amazing light show.
He put on a hell of a show, man. Dude, that Carolina Rebellion we went to fucking that year, there was a lot of good bands there. We seen like who the hell did we see? We seen Rob Zombie that year. Me and Trey and Lydia are in the Alice Cooper video. They shot live. It's like it was either I want to say it was School's Out video. It's either the School's Out video or it's the No More Mr. Nice Guy video.
Yeah,
that they did there, and we were in it.
I think you were talking about that last week.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. They who the hell else played there that year? Because we went 2 years in a row. Me and Lydia did. So I sometimes when we talk about it, I fucking mix them, mix them together. But yeah, because we wound up seeing Five Finger Death Punch because the girl that Trey was hanging out with at that time, like they started doing this huge pit thing, man, and Trey went to the front. She got scared. Like me and Lydia had to like grab her by her arm and like yank her back through the crowd.
Oh shit!
Because look, the whole time I tried to get fucking Trey to go crowd surfing. I was like, just do it, you'll love it. And he's like, why don't you do it? I was like, you're smaller than me. Just do it. You go and then I'll go. You know what I mean? And Anthrax was getting ready to play, and I was like, bro, if they play "Cry for the Indian," you're going. Fucking first song, "Cry for the Indian." I was like, come on. I was like, child, dude. I was trying to get people to help me throw him into the fucking. You know what I mean? Yeah. Well,
Awesome.
yeah, he can. One of these days we'll get him to tell the story of the corn dog.
Oh yeah.
Because
Well, he's gonna tell the story of the corn dog.
That was that weekend, bro.
Was it that show?
Yeah. Yeah, dude. Because me and Lydia took this fucking thing up there. Mom had just got this is my mom's car, by the way, guys. It's a 67 Pontiac Tempest. I've been working on putting new wire and harness shit in. Anyway, but yeah, we took that motherfucker up. She's like, I don't even know if it'll make it. I was like, it'll make it, or it won't. So he's like,
we gonna find out.
We took that motherfucker on a whim, drove it all the way to Charlotte and back, bro. It was fucking great, man.
Nice.
Maybe in the future we'll fucking shoot a podcast from this bitch.
Yeah, who knows?
You know what I mean? Why not?
Maybe.
Bro, you remember when we went and seen Iron Maiden and Alice? No, who the hell did we see?
Megadeth.
Megadeth. Was that in the? Who did we see with Iron Maiden when we went to Virginia?
Dream Theater.
Dream Theater. Okay.
We didn't watch Dream Theater.
One of the we didn't. We listened to them in the parking lot. Yeah.
Yeah, we were drinking in the parking lot.
Yeah, that was a great.
They sounded good.
Oh yeah, that was a
Just
great
didn't see 'em.
fucking. That was a great show, man. One of the biggest things, two things I remember the most about that fucking show was we wound up taking the like big round drink thing. You know, like you go into like a convenience store, they have it on wheels. You pull the thing up, they fill it full of ice.
Oh yeah.
We took that from. I don't even know if that was at the hotel or if that was just at a store that we fucking took.
This is a hotel.
And I had that smokeless grill that you're supposed to be able to use inside.
Oh yeah.
And we were grilling.
We're making burgers in the hotel room.
Yeah, bro. And like
you get off the hotel, you get off the elevator, the whole fucking floor just smells like burgers.
Oh yeah.
It smells so good.
Yeah, fucking smokeless. Yeah.
God, I mean, it was smokeless. It wasn't smoking, but you could tell someone was cooking.
Yeah, you could definitely tell somebody was cooking.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, bro.
Yeah, that was a good time.
Oh yeah, that was a great. That whole fucking weekend was great, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I got one more, and we'll.
It doesn't involve a show being canceled at the poorhouse, does it?
No, but that would be a funny one to talk about. I'll tell this one, and then you can tell that one right quick, and we'll wrap this one up.
Yeah, man.
I saw it was also another show at the Red Hat. Awesome. I think it's only like I think I've seen like 2 or 3 shows there. This is one of those.
Same.
But it was actually Disturbed and Chevelle.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that was a really cool. It was another band too, but I can't remember who it was. But yeah, that was a really good fucking show, man. We're sitting in the parking lot, and I kept telling my buddies because my buddy just asked me if I wanted to go like randomly, like the day before the show. Like I wasn't planning on going. I didn't know about the show. Yeah, but he was just like, we worked together, and he was like, hey man, you want to go to this Disturbed Chevelle show? I was like, dude, what? He said, yeah, it's tomorrow. I was like, fuck it, let's go.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, we're sitting in the parking lot drinking, and my buddy's like, well man, I don't want to miss Chevelle. Like this is like my first concert ever. I was like, oh no, it's all right. You want to drink for at least an hour in the parking lot before you go in there. They ain't gonna play. Yeah. The show starts at 7, man. You're fine. We're pre-gaming.
Yeah.
So like we're drinking. I'm like, he's like, man, I swear Chevelle's playing right now. I was like, nah, man, you're fine. And then I like stand up out of the car, and Chevelle's playing in the distance, and I'm like, oh fuck, we gotta go. So as we walk in, of course we missed like the first like 3 songs. I'm like, fuck, kicking myself in the ass. But we walked in. One of my favorite Chevelle songs is "Hats Off to the Pool."
Right.
And we walked into them. They started that.
Hell
because
yeah.
it starts with like the bass line and the drums. Man, they were fucking. That's the first time I ever seen Chevelle live. I liked them, but I never like really got into them. Dude, after
Yeah.
seeing that show, I was like, holy shit! Like my goal since then is to go back and see Chevelle. But if you ever been to a Chevelle show, it's very heavy on the bass, very heavy on the kick drum. So when they hit that shit, it rumbles your chest or it rumbles your head. Oh, dude. Oh, yeah. Well, if anyone that doesn't listen to Chevelle, it's a 3-piece band. And it was originally 3 brothers. And then the guitar player and the drummer, or I'm sorry, excuse me, their like brother-in-law, I believe, was the bass player. He actually just retired after the original third brother left. So, damn it, what was I talking about, Timmy?
heavy on the bass and drums.
Heavy on the bass and the drums.
Yeah.
I can't remember his name. I got him to sign. They sent me I bought their newest album and they actually signed it.
Nice.
It's Pete and damn it, I'm gonna kick myself in the ass later when I figure out their name. Anyway. So Chevelle was the shit.
Right.
Anyone that hears this should go see Chevelle. But just when Disturbed came out, that was when they had just released that Sound of Silence.
Right, yeah.
And they get a lot of hate, man. And I'm gonna be real with you. Going to a show, there's no reason you can hate those guys because they played shit from every album. They played all the hits. They played shit that you don't expect them to play. Sounded fucking amazing. I believe the singer is David Draymond. His name?
I think so. It's David something.
Yeah, dude, amazing singer. Like, I believe he's classically trained, and he's on point like every time.
When I seen Disturbed, they weren't bad. We seen them at, I think they played at Carolina Rebellion. Me and Lydia seen them at some festival anyway. And they were good. You know, I mean, I've never been like a huge Disturbed fan, but I wasn't like, oh, they suck or anything.
I love their first 2 albums are like my favorites.
Like they were good, you know.
But anyway, when they played The Sound of Silence, and they played it was another like slower one with the piano in it. See the Light or something like that. But the bass player, I can't remember his name, but they wheeled like a whole piano out on the stage, and the bass player played the piano for that part. And it was like as long as I could see the light or something. And he told everyone to put their hands up, you know, and when you put your hand, and when everyone puts their hands up, and then you like turn around and look at all the hands when you're like close on the stage and you see like everything. I remember seeing that vividly, and that was like one of the coolest moments of my whole concert going career.
Hell yeah.
That was a really, really powerful moment for the show, if you know what I mean.
Oh yeah, man. And
it stuck with me.
I'll tell you.
So I would love to go. If I could ever see Chevelle and Disturbed again, I would totally go.
Oh, dude, I would totally go like see them not at a festival.
Yeah. Like I kind of we went to a few festivals back in the day, you and me, and I think that really turned me off to the festivals. Dude, you sit there for 4 bands, every band's playing for a while. There's an intermission between every band.
Yeah. Well,
unless you like really committing to it.
What was cool and sucked at the same time about Carolina Rebellion was they had like 4 different stages, right?
Yeah, you can't see your favorite every band you want.
You really had to pick and choose. Like, at least if you wanted to be up close, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But man, I mean, we could we're gonna do this more, talk about a lot of shows. We've been to a lot of fucking shows. I will say that one of the best shows I ever fucking saw in my life, man. And I didn't think it would. I mean, I knew it was going to be good, but I didn't think it was going to be like, oh my god, great, man. Was I think it was 2018. My wife got me tickets to go see Charlie Daniels. Well, it wasn't just tickets. She wound up getting, I think she won meet and greets or some shit like that. I don't know if she bought them or she won them. But anyway, it was in Jacksonville, bro. In Jacksonville, North Carolina.
Yeah.
Not that far. For our stomping grounds.
Going back to last week. when y'all said he was from Charlie Daniels from Wilmington.
Yeah.
I looked it up. He is fucking from Wilmington.
Yeah. Okay, that's what I thought.
I never knew that. That's awesome.
So one of the first shows he ever played was either at the venue that's now the Limelight, or somewhere near the Limelight. You know, he was like, I remember he was like, I started my music career 60 years ago, right here. He said, I've been everywhere. He said, but Carolina's my home. And look, this place was either it was sold out. I think it was sold out. I have to ask my wife to make sure. But that place only held it was like a fucking weird ass number. It was like 1,201 or 1,203 people. And look, so we're sitting outside, man, and shout out the 106.5 WSFL. They play a lot. They play our music on the Homegrown Show and shit. You know, if y'all ever catch it, they've played us on there a few times. All great people. But Cindy Miller is a DJ there. She actually recognized my wife and me. You know, she was actually asking about Blotter and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, are y'all doing the meet and greet? And Lydia was like, yes. And she's like, well, come on, we'll go get the badges. She actually brought us to the front line because she was supposed to be one of the first people on the tour bus. So me and Lydia went on the tour bus with Charlie and the band, and he gave us each one of his new books that had just come out, signed it for us and stuff. Look, he was talking to my wife, and like I got a picture of them together and stuff, and he remembered her name and everything, bro. Lydia. He looked at me and he was like, hey, what's your name, son? And I was like fucking starstruck, bro. And I'd met famous people before, but something about him I was just like staring at him. Like I went blank. It was like I'm here. I'm on this guy's tour bus. Like fucking this is awesome. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I was like, Timmy. He called me Timmy, Jimmy, something else, and then signed my book, Jeremy. And the road manager was like, his name's Timmy. He's like, oh, I'll sign you another book. I was like, no, this is great. Like, I will forever remember this. Like, in our whole entire conversation, I went from Timmy to Jimmy to Jeremy, and he signed my book, Jeremy. I still got that motherfucker. I will never fucking dude, he put on a hell of a show, man. Like, a hell of a show. Like, I think a lot of people just, when they think Charlie Daniels, you know, obviously they think the Devil Went Down to Georgia. And they think he's a fiddle player, but the dude's actually a guitar player, and a fucking great guitar player at that.
Yeah.
And and it shows in songs like In America, fucking they did like Uneasy Rider and shit, man. Oh my god, dude. He did so much shit, man. It was just balls to the wall for I think an hour and 45 minutes. And one thing, I mean, as much money as that guy's made, as much music as he's put out, and as much touring as he's done, he was so humble, not only to like people that he met, but his band. He was like, look, he's like, I want these guys to shine. He literally said that. He's like, I take small breaks and I want them to shine. Like, he even let them play a song that they were working on. He's like, they wrote it. I want them to play it. Dude, it was awesome, man. And he threw down one of the Jimbo, and I've seen so many bands, so have you, man. I mean, just so much music that I've seen, and I would easily put his show in my top 10 of best concerts I've fucking saw to date, dude.
Yeah.
Like, fucking wild. And yeah, I mean, it's the other end of the spectrum when you think about it from what we usually talk about, what we see, what we go, you know what I mean? But fucking amazing, bro. Fucking amazing.
Very humble guy, huh?
Oh, yeah, man. Oh, yeah. I really wish I could have seen him one more time before he died.
Yeah. I will say, speaking of like really humble bands, the most surprising to me to find out how humble they were was actually Paramore.
Yeah.
Yeah, I took my wife to go see Paramore for her birthday, and it's not really my type of music. I do like Paramore. The bands that open for them, I'm not sure about. It was like they were called like the Almond Joys or something, and the other one had like a fucked up name. It was like Uncle Grandpa, but it was like what was it? It was Sister Wives, I think is what it was called. I think it was called Sister Wives. Uncle Grandpa.
I think that's a TV show, Jimbo.
Oh yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, they
Hell
were like
yeah.
a ska band. I guess they weren't ska, but they had like horns and I mean they were good. They had like it was more poppy. But Paramore, man, they surprisingly one of the best shows I've ever seen. I'm not gonna lie.
Hell yeah.
They had a cool setup. The light show was cool. I love Haley Williams. That's like the only member that I know.
Right.
Like, not only is she an awesome female singer, like she's an awesome fucking singer. Period. Very good front woman.
Hell yeah.
She didn't have her hair dyed red. Kind of bummed about that, but she had like the crazy silver going. The guitar player, man, I swear he played a different guitar every song. It had
Awesome.
like a whole different setup for like the whole fucking thing every single time. Like different pedal board, different fucking guitar. Like they were the stage hands was swapping them in and out like left and right.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. But they actually did a big part in the middle where they went to talk about the audience. They were like, we're very proud that we could play this show for y'all. We're so thankful that everyone came, like it's unbelievable that this many people would pay to come see us, and we're so thankful for you. Thank you. Give yourselves a round of applause, blah, blah, blah. But then they did like very good crowd participation where they actually pulled 3 people out of the audience to sing the next song.
Yeah.
And dude, let me tell you, I don't know if you know anything about Paramore, but those scene emo girls from like the mid 2000s
Yeah.
and on, dude, they fucking love some Paramore, bro, and they were going fucking crazy. Anyway, they pulled these girls out, and they were like, they were so honored to be on the same stage as Paramore, and like they were like, really, the Haley Williams was really cool about it. Like she was very thankful that they were like so excited, and like
Yeah.
it was just overall very positive experience.
She was excited that they were excited.
She was that they were the not just her, the whole band was excited that everyone was having a good time, and that's really cool to see.
Yeah.
And it's very cool to experience when you're in the band.
Yes.
Like you're very thankful that like people actually give a shit what you're trying to do.
Oh yeah. We
So
see that
I
all the time.
definitely, as you're saying about Charlie Daniels being a top 10, I would probably put that. I was gonna say top 5, but I've seen some good shows.
Yeah.
I'll say top 7.
I got you.
And it's probably 6 or 7.
Hell yeah, man. Yeah. Man, a lot of people don't know Jimbo. So obviously some fans of concerts and music have experienced it. Me and you have experienced it a lot being in a band and playing with other bands, that a lot of these guys and gals are not very humble. They made their money and they're like, fuck you, fuck this. I'm just here to get a paycheck. I'm playing my music. Like it's not that they don't like playing music. It's like they could give a shit about you because they already got, maybe it's because they got pockets full of money. Maybe it's just because maybe they were always like that. But yeah. I know we've shared the stage with some bands that, you look at them and you're like, man, these guys are we've played with some bands that I really admired, that when I was done with them, I'm like, these dudes are fucking douchebags.
Yeah.
Like I still like their music, but it's one of them like I could care less.
Prefer just to listen to the album and not listen to go see them live.
One of them, like I could care less if I ever played with these fucking guys again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you know what I mean? And that it's real, kids. That shit happens all the fucking time, man.
Yeah.
And if there's one thing that we are not, is that. I mean, we are I love seeing people wearing my shit, listening to my music, enjoying and connecting with what I enjoy and connect with. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, yeah. It's very
yeah.
It's very humbling.
Yeah. Well, it also shows that you're not alone. Even when you feel alone. Like I've written songs that I've written because I felt alone, and to see other people sing my song to me, I don't care if it's 5 people or 50 people or 100 people or 1,000 people. Like if they're singing to me and they're enjoying what I'm doing, fuck. it's nice to feel like you actually, when you love to do something like, and it's meaningful to you, that it's meaningful to them too. It's really
Yeah.
fucking nice. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
it's sad that some people forget that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, Timmy, I think that's a good high note to wrap it up on.
It is, Jimbo. It is.
Yeah, very uplifting message.
And
But
you can hear another positive, uplifting message in our new single that's about to come out day by day.
that's right.
Who,
When's it coming
Jimbo?
out again, Timmy?
February 14th. For all you lovebirds out there.
There you go.
And Jimbo, actually, we did not have. We actually, a lot of our albums, we have an idea of, or even our singles, we have an idea, and we usually hire people. But Jimbo actually, with the, I'm gonna shout him out, man, because he did the artwork for it, like with an actual picture he took. That is a one of a kind picture. That is
Jimbo
not
original.
that is not Googled. That was not. We paid somebody to get us a photo. Like, he went and put in some leg work and got us got us what we were wanting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
Yeah, I try, man.
And this song is, it's leading up to our acoustic album that's coming out here soon.
That's right.
So yeah, February 14th, maybe day by day. But for now, you can go listen to any of our music streaming on any site worldwide. Sunburnt and Drunk has been played on the radio over 50 times now.
Yep.
I mean,
and
so
don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Yes, and tell your friends about us.
Tell your friends. Tell your mama. Tell your grandma.
Yeah.
She loves us.
Yeah.
Anyway,
hopefully
next week we'll be back with our Green Day episode.
Hopefully.
Yeah. Hopefully everyone enjoyed our off the cuff podcast.
Yeah.
And if not, tell us you hated it.
And if you have a concert that you want to tell us about, put it in the comments, man.
Put it in the comments.
We'd love to read about it.
That's why we're here. We want to hear more.
Hell yeah.
All right, Timmy.
All right, Jimbo.
All right. I'll see you later.
Later on, bro. Love you guys.